So let's make today's video very simple, okay? And maybe your mind gets offended by it because you think your mind is powerful. You think your thoughts are doing something. You might be thinking, well, my thoughts are creating my reality. My mind needs to be controlled, needs to be on a leash, disciplined, mastered. Oh, I need to think better thoughts for sure. I need to reprogram my subconscious. I need to decide better. I need to fix my beliefs so I can manifest. But the thing is, your mind is not creating anything. Your mind is part of what's already created. That's what changes everything. To see this really clearly. So imagine you're watching a cartoon character again. Cartoon, right? Inside the cartoon, there's a character here. And that character has a brain. It's the brain. And that brain is thinking or whatever, seems to be producing thoughts. And the character goes, oh, these thoughts are creating my reality. But look very carefully. Let's say these are the thoughts. The character, the brain, the thoughts, the emotions it has, the storyline is all inside this cartoon. It's all inside the screen. So how can something that's inside the cartoon, inside the screen, be the thing creating the cartoon? It cannot. That's like expecting a shadow to cast another shadow. It cannot. So your mind is not the creator. It's part of the scene, right? It's inside the screen. It's on the screen. So right now you have thoughts, emotions, sensations, memories, images, ideas, dreams, right? And you call all of that as my mind. My mind. But all of those things are being experienced, which means they are simply appearing. They are simply manifestations. So your thoughts are a manifestation. M for manifestation, okay? Your emotions, manifestation. Whatever your imagination, manifestation. Your subconscious, so-called subconscious, also manifestation. Your brain waves, manifestation. So let me ask you something. If your thoughts are already manifestations, how can they be the thing that manifests something else? How can they? That's like saying, oh, this wave is creating the ocean. No, the wave is part of the ocean. So the misunderstanding in manifestation is, most manifestation teachings say, well, use your thoughts to create your reality, to change your state, to whatever. Use visualizations to get what you want. Repeat sentences, meaning affirmations, to manifest your desires. But obviously it hides another truth underneath it. Those things are not creating anything. Look at this cross sign. They're not creating anything. They are simply appearing inside the screen, inside awareness. So they are all tools, just things, items. They're not the source. Then why do techniques seem to work? Why? That's a good question, right? When you visualize success, you're not creating success. You're simply seeing it. You're tuning into what already exists. When you affirm love, you're not creating love. You're recognizing it. When you script abundance, you are not building it. You're simply seeing that it's already true. So the shift is subtle, right? But it's everything. You're not using the mind to create. You're using the mind to notice what already is. And so that's why techniques sometimes seem enjoyable. But other times people start thinking, oh, my affirmations are doing the work. My thoughts are responsible. I visualized it and I got it. I need to think correctly all day, every day. I need to visualize this perfectly. So now life becomes, well, you're monitoring your thoughts, you're fixing your thoughts, you're replacing your thoughts, you're fighting them, you're judging your thoughts, you're suppressing them. Now you're exhausted. I'm exhausted just saying it. Joking. Because you turned your mind into a job. So let's see through the mind, dismantle the mind experientially. I don't want you to believe me. Please don't believe me. I want you to see this right now, that your mind doesn't exist. So ask yourself, settle down, close your eyes if you want. Ask yourself this guided pause question: where is the mind? Don't answer from memory. Set memory aside, set labels aside. Where is the mind? If you set the memory aside, if you set past aside. Can you find a thing called mind? Or do you just notice thoughts appearing, sensations appearing, images appearing? So where is the mind? Is it a thing? Or is it just a label? It's not an actual thing. Now sit for a moment and just watch your thoughts. Notice your thoughts, they appear and then they disappear. And now ask, where did that thought come from? Where did it come from? Did you create it? Did it just show up? And now ask, where did you go? Where did the thought go? Did you delete it? Or did it simply dissolve? So are you the thinker or the one noticing your thoughts appear? Now, you hear about alpha waves, beta waves, brain activity. But ask yourself, can you experience brain waves directly? Or are they only known as sensations, ideas, scientific descriptions, all of which are appearing in awareness on the screen? So even brain activity is known inside awareness, not outside of it. Now let's look at memory. Bring up a memory and ask yourself, does that memory exist somewhere? Does it exist as an actual living thing anywhere? Or does it only appear when you think of it? So is memory a storage, or is it an appearance? Now think about the word, the mind. Now set the word aside, stop thinking about it. Where did the mind go? If you're not thinking about the mind, does it exist as something solid? Or is it just a concept that appears when you think about it? So what is the mind? It's not a thing. It's not a controller. It's not a creator. It is simply a stream of appearances inside awareness, just like clouds in the sky. They move and they change and they form patterns. but they don't control the sky. And you are not the clouds, you are this sky, or rather this golden screen here. This is awareness. This is the field. This is the space in which thoughts happen. So when a thought says, well, this isn't working, well, that's just a cloud. When a thought says, I need to fix this, that is just a cloud. When a thought says, I ruined it, that is just a cloud. The thought is not the problem. The seeming problem is that you believe the cloud is the sky. And you've been trying to use one cloud to move another cloud. You've been thinking, okay, I will use one thought X to fix the thought Y. Or I'll use this belief to change this belief. I'll use visualization to force that reality. But all of those things are clouds. All of those things are appearances. None of them are the source. Not one of them. So what is the source? The source is the awareness that knows all of it. This is the I am. It's not the words. It's not the affirmations. It's the knowing, this presence. The fact that you are aware and the fact that you are aware of being aware. That's the power. That's the source. That's God. That's whatever you want to call it. So what do you do now? You don't need to control the mind. You don't need to fix your thoughts. You don't need to fight your beliefs. You simply notice, okay, cool. What is aware of this thought? And you rest there. Again and again, when it feels playful out of curiosity. What happens when you rest as awareness? You stop reacting to thoughts naturally. You stop judging your mind. You stop trying to fix yourself. You become more open. You become more nonchalant. You become more steady. And because you're not feeding the old story, it loses power naturally. And from there, states of love arise, states of abundance, states of health, of wealth. They start arising. There's no maintenance required. It becomes natural. And then your manifestation becomes obvious. One thing leads to another, and the how becomes obvious because now you're not sitting and calculating every step. The path already appears. Whatever you're doing now, that's the path. You're noticing that this is simply a movement happening now. And from this space, well, obviously things show up differently. Opportunities show up. You'll go left instead of right. You'll stop by a gas station. You'll buy a lottery ticket. You'll talk to a friend. And they'll give you ideas that leads to something else in a way that your mind could not plan. Because your mind didn't create it. You, your limited self, didn't create it. You simply stop resisting it. Your mind is not the creator. It is not the creator. Your thoughts are not the source. Your techniques are not the power. What is the power? You are. Not as a character, not as a person, as awareness itself. So stop trying to use your mind to manifest, because it's not the mind that's manifesting. Your mind is already a manifestation. Just ask yourself, what is aware of all of this? and rest there. Now you can see that reality does not get created. It reveals itself. It reveals itself. And if you want to dive in further and explore this one-on-one experientially, you can contact me for coaching. It's linked in the description below or the comments below. And yeah, let me know what you want me to talk about next. And I would love to hear from you, and I will see you in the comments where I'll find you.